What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're going to be checking out a little game called Headliner. A game where you're basically like the propaganda. Basically, you take the point of, like, you know the guy from V for Vendetta who was like, he was in the shower and he was like doing his monologue. I forget the guy's name, but anyways, he's like the head of the media. That's who you are in this game, and it's during a time of tumultuous changes in a country where you've got to decide whether or not you want to, like, villainize immigrants and stuff like that. Essentially, you need to change the political landscape by being the headliner. And so anyways, let's go ahead and check the game out and see what it's got going on. We're going to start a new game over here. I think this is going to be one of those fun games like This Is the Police, you know, one of those original titles. Also, I've always fancied myself being like a genetic engineering and civil unrest loom over Galaxia. You are the chief curator of local news channel. I've always fancied myself as a propaganda minister. You are the headline. I bet I could do it. I bet I could do it so good. Public opinion rests in your hands. I bet I could praise the dear leader the way that he deserves to be praised. So, our name is... I'm going to be a dude. And then I'm going to be married to a dude. Whatever. I'm going to be a dude, and then we're going to be a dude with a dude. Alright, so I'm going to be... Derek. And then my daughter's name is apparently Amber. Office use only. Do not fill. I'm going to fill it. I'm going to fill it. Oh, man. LOL, I gillerf. There we go. Cool. I probably want a tutorial. You should probably teach me how to play the game. That's probably a good idea. I bet I'm going to get in trouble for this. Wednesday, 6 days before the festival. Good afternooning, Durkee. I will be your new liaison, so let me say that we are glad to have you in the Gal Media family. Here are a few today's story pitches for you to review. We will publish online immediately after your approval. You may approve as many as you wish, but we might have more restrictions later on. Remember, we need a hard angle to stick to. Whatever gets our readers riveted. Okay? Oh, and you're up for a promotion. So if you can get our ratings up, make it juicy. Okay, so we've got some things over here. Left mouse on a paper to drag it around. Alright. And so we can release to put it anywhere on the table. So I can put it like over there. Ooh, I can even put it over there. Oh, pray tell, if you're feeling really cavalier, you can put it over there. Woohoo! Now drag it up to zoom in. Let's see here. Snaps back to the original position. Okay, we can click to pick up a stamp to approve or disapprove. Are you ready for our biggest annual celebration just 6 days away? Here's a recap of how Galaxia became the first nation with a majority genetically modified population. Okay, I will take this stamp, and that one's good. And then approve or reject all remaining stories. Festival is coming, so we've got purists. An economic burden. As the unmodified minority dwindles to a meager 7%, studies once again show their job performance lags behind. Is it ethical to continue offering the same benefits and tax exemptions as the rest of the population? Are regular citizens burdening an unfair cost? No. If somebody doesn't want to be like transhumanists, then I don't know. I don't see how that's their fault. Like, I don't know. If you don't want to be modified, don't be modified. Unrest at our doorstep. Liaris officials express concerns over the amassing Aggressistan troops near the eastern border. We will not succumb to provocation. Those damn Aggressistanians. Those Aggressistanians always being so aggressive. Who would have known that their culture would be based on aggression? We will not succumb to provocation, said President Calstro this morning. Galaxia cannot stand silent while our neighbor is threatened. Hell yeah, let's ride on these fools. Let's go get them. Modification 101. From preventing genetic disease to increasing learning aptitude and altering physical traits like eye color, here's a primer on how embryo modification can affect your children. That's probably a good thing to have, so I'll go ahead and put that right there. All Gary Warden wanted was to wed his sweetheart, Jeanette Vorman, but a local minister refused to perform the ceremony on the basis of Gary's unmodified status. How can the modified majority deny basic human rights to the already marginalized purists? Yeah, we'll go ahead and let that one go through. There we go. All done. Now, where's the door? Tonight on Gal News, I guess I'm going to talk about marriage discrimination today. You're right, damn it. You're right, I'm gonna. So there's the door right there. Let's walk on out and we'll see how things go on the way home. Ooh, hey, what's up? Oh, I actually walk home. Cool. Let's go home to see Andrew. What's the show about? Go home and get some smooth loving real fast, and then we'll tuck in our kids. Maybe we'll tuck them in first. I don't know. What do you think, married people? Is it better to tuck them in first, or do you just, like, sneak off? I feel like the sneaking... Don't you follow the news? Shut up. The Ice Slap House, or Joe Slap House. Sorry, I'm bad at reading. Joe, those words don't even look even similar. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm dyslexical. I don't even know if I am, but... So guess what guy I've been seeing? He's unmodified. Ew, time to sever. Man, people kind of like modifyist out here. Why does everybody have to be like a genetic robot, though? Like, why is that required? Either way, let's, I guess, go. There's a grocery. Not shopping here anymore. The owner's unmodified. So what? They count off your change all the same. Maybe they don't, though. What if they don't have the cyber eye that automatically adds up change on the table? You might get wrong change. Jesse, I'm worried about that conflict in Liaris. Don't worry, babe. I'm sure it'll work out. Home sweet home. Hey, how's it going? Is that my daughter or is that my... I thought I had a husband. I thought I was married to a dude. Oh, that's my daughter. Never mind. My daughter just looks like she's 34. Okay. Hi, Dad. Dinner's almost ready. How was your day? It was great. Glad to hear. Mine was a mixed bag. I had this cranky woman today. Kept saying I gave her the wrong pills. I pointed at her prescription, but she kept saying, that's not what I got last time. Oh, that's my husband. That's my daughter. Gotcha. Married to a dude. Actually, it's from my perspective. I thought that was me sitting at the table. I should have known that he wasn't redheaded enough. People. I know, right? I've been working at the pharmacy for half a decade. I know it inside out. Finally had to call the manager who pretty much said the same thing, and she stormed out in a huff. People can be such twats. Language. Yeah, most of the people are grateful for their pills. Plus, the job pays well, and it comes with perks. Boss is really laid back, too. Been letting me take more breaks. Having a hard time getting through the day. Same stuff as the past few months. Few hours in and my energy crashes. Sometimes there's headaches and nausea. Aren't the painkillers helping? Yeah, a bit, thank God for employee discounts, but I feel like it's been getting worse. Take it easy, man. Thanks, Dirk. Anyways, I was skimming your latest news articles on my break, caught the piece about marriage discrimination. Can't believe your tabloid is supporting people staying unmodified. Marriage is just another establishment to chain us together. I'm just saying the issues seemed a bit one-sided. I mean, it's your paper, so you can publish whatever you want, right? It's more complicated than that. Yeah, your father has the responsibility to readers, gotta cover all sides of an issue fairly. I have to be unbiased. Exactly, and millions of people read the news and form opinions based on it. Things are already getting rowdy in Galixia's anniversary. Purist discrimination, modified health issues. Hopefully things don't escalate before the festival. Oh yeah, Tony and his bunch are making signs for us to march with. Don't get too involved with that stuff. You're graduating soon. Have you made a decision about secondaries? Been thinking about it. Nah, have some fun after exams. Sure, but don't forget what really matters. It's your future we're talking about here. Speaking of which, I've been thinking about making something for the festival, maybe a new set of plates. You going back to pottery? Yeah, how's that coming along? Slow and messy, but it's fun. And it's a good distraction from all the worries, helps me relax a bit. Anyways, food should be ready. Let me grab the pot. What are we having? Slow-cooked synth beef roast. Oh, and before I forget, can you pick up dog food on your way back tomorrow? Thanks. Sure, I'll grab it. Alright, let's eat. Gotta remember to get dog food. Remind me to get dog food. So this game is like Papers, Please. I assume it's gonna get more complicated as time goes along. Hey, Dirk. Great response to your publication yesterday. The bit on the purist marriage discrimination sparked a lot of comments. You picked up a strong pro-purist angle, so let's stick to that. By now, you might have noticed that we use different colored clips for articles. 3 red clips is an op-ed where we take a stance on a heated issue. 2 blues is for info pieces, which is going to keep the population informed. And then a yellow is for feedback, outcomes of topics that we covered before and our influence. So anyways, don't worry, I put a sticky note on your desk. You'll get used to it. Today we've also got some stories contesting the same spot that needs to be filled. So if you see 2 stories stapled together, you've got to approve one of them. The other will be rejected automatically. Remember, a little controversy never hurts things. Okay, so the festival is less than a week away. Fun times ahead, but the pro-purist organization clean slate out of its misgivings. Will this year's event be another example of unmodified discrimination? Here's an objective look at both sides. Well, obviously I should probably do that. So there we go. We've got a piece right here. Purist workers benefit businesses. New research by Small Business Alliance shows that purist workers perform a mere 16% worse than modified. A small price to pay for increased diversity and fewer medical expenses related to modified-only ailments. The Small Business Alliance has revealed that the purist laborers perform 16% worse. So basically I can burn purists, or I can say that it's not that bad. They make up for it in their medical costs. I'm going to go ahead and approve that one right there. I don't know, I'm a nice guy. I don't think that just because somebody doesn't want to have, like, their genes messed with, that they should be discriminated against. Team of Grinspan arrives. Angelic tones, the pure voice, the catchy tunes. That's right, our beloved celebrity has arrived in Galixia just in time for the festival. Okay, so we'll approve that one. Seems kind of harmless. Team of Grinspan's here. Is your grocer a filthy unmodified? Good lord, man. Holy shit. All right, well, let's just go ahead and nix that one right now. I can tell you that one's getting the 86 right this second. Dude, that title's so loaded. Good lord. Like, you gotta be kidding me here. This is a Breitbart article? Good Jesus. War in Liaris. Aggressistan troops marched across the borders of our neighbor at 2:13 last night. Mortar explosions soon followed in the border villages. Thousands fled their homes in panic. How could Galicia respond? Shoot us a message with your thoughts. Here, I'll make it even. What is this, a Breitbart article? Yuck, 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 yuck. What is this, a Share Blue article? There we go. I'll make it even just so nobody can get offended in the comments. If you're still offended, well, I don't really know what to do for you. There we go. I don't really know how to help you with that. You might want to get it worked at. Purist rights at risk. Recent refusal to wed a purist couple by a local minister is quickly sparking national debate. The Gold versus LaCroix trial is more than a squabble, however, it's setting a precedent for our nation. Purists cannot be denied the right to marry. It is a basic human right. End of discussion. Modified rights at risk. Galicia is starting to support unmodded minorities susceptible to 30% more chronic diseases, improving less efficient in the workspace. With limited funding for social support, we need to curtail unchecked expansion of the purist population. I don't see why people care so much. This seems a little bit like... I'm going to go with that one right there. Like, I just don't see why we're holding people's heads down and forcing them to get Cyber Eyes installed. It's their essence. They can do what they want with it. All right, time to go home from work. Liars. Oh, somebody wrote liars on the wall right there. Okay. I think I needed to pick up. Dude, team of Grinspans in Galicia. Sup, pump, bruh? No, she's performing the festival tonight, too, right? Okay, so we need to go to the grocery store. Modded assholes. Things seem like they're getting kind of ugly in this country. I can't believe they might take away our right to marry. People will take away the streets, or take to the streets if that happens. Glad the media is supporting our views at least. You're damn right I am. I'm an ally. What does this say? Peace in Liaris. Ugh, I think it might be the modified rejection sickness. I'm nauseous. Don't say that. I'm sure it's just the flu. I hope. Oh, it tells you to get dog food? Well, that makes it easy enough. I'll just go buy the dog food then. I just got the job. Congrats, it's really hard being unmodded these days. Yeah, I pulled some studies published today and that eased me in. Okay. Jesse, I think we should hold off on the honeymoon in Liaris. I saw this news on the news, babe. Lots of destruction. All those poor people, where would they go? Or all those poor people. I don't know. Poor people, poor people. It's the enunciation that makes it different. Hey, honey, everything go well at work today? I can't complain. Bosses, yeah. Good. I'm glad things are going well. How was yours? No annoying prescription, ladies, but it wasn't that great, to be honest. Had another bad fainting spell. Dude, you need to go to a hospital if you're fainting. Like, holy shit, man. Maybe it's low blood pressure. We were just learning about that in bio. I don't know anymore. I tried cutting coffee and exercising more, but nothing seems to make any difference. Yeah, time to see a doctor. I think you're right. I'll see if I can stop by the clinic tomorrow. Maybe it's your mods. You had those done artificially after birth, right? It wasn't subsidized by the government back then, so my parents had to save up and do it later. What about you? I was modified at birth. Just like me, we just learned in bio that birth mods take much better than post-birth ones. Maybe my issues have something to do with that. I guess I'll see what the clinic thinks. Anyways, how was school, Amber? Bio was cool, but we had a stupid surprise quiz in math. Oh, I remember those. I was taking advanced calculus at your age. That's how I met your father, actually. Yeah, I asked him for help. Yep, well, I suspected he had ulterior motives. Dating's all messed up now. I read that the marriage thing in Dad's news today. I read that too. Your tabloid's defending the purists? They deserve equality, man. Dude, we're a gay couple. Don't we think we should stand on the side of equality here? I'm just saying, man. I don't know how far into the future we are, but I don't really... Do we really need to repeat history? You know, the goal of those that have gotten equality is to enable the next line of people to get equality as hard as they can. And, like, never forget and never stop fighting. I guess, but they choose to be outcast. There's no reason not to modify these days, especially with the subsidies. It's not about money, Dad. It's all about people's choice. Makes me wonder, though, what if I were unmodified? Would you have still married me, Dirk? I mean, sure, why not? Damn straight you would have, like you could even find anybody hotter than me. On the other hand, at least we wouldn't have this lady to worry about. Bull. You know you're gonna miss me after I graduate and I'm gone for good. You know, I don't get that feeling from my parents at all. Since my sister and I moved out of the house, they seem pretty stoked. Like, it seems like they picked up their lives right where they left off in their early 20s. Like, my parents are way more fun right now than they were when I was like 12 or 13. My parents are like having a blast now that they no longer have kids. Speaking of which, have you looked at secondaries yet? Yeah, the Oxbox Uni has an awesome biology program. It's one of the top schools, but it's a little expensive. We'll have a look at our finances later. Dude, I'm a magazine editor, And you're like a pharmacist, dude. I'm pretty sure we should be pulling down some serious ducats. Between the two of us, I don't know how the economy is out here, but pharmacists earn like 60, 70 grand a year. I mean, that's objectively, that's if you work at like Rayleigh's or whatever. As just like a Rayleigh's pharmacist. I'm sure you can work somewhere else that pays even more, do some kind of pharmaceutical research. And then a magazine editor, that's a pretty high paying job. We'll have a look at our finances later. But, no buts. Help me set up and feed the dog. Dirk, did you get the dog food? Here it is. Thanks. Can you also pick up dinner tomorrow? I'll be coming home late. Yup, I'll do it. Now, let me take the stuff out of the oven. Can't wait. I decided to experiment a little bit. Beef and leek casserole over wild rice. Ooh, that sounds good. If you've never had, like, fried leeks before or, like, grilled leeks, oh, they're really good. So you take leeks and then you put them in, like, a Tupperware container because you gotta tenderize leeks. They're really, really tough. They don't tenderize enough if you just cook them. You gotta take the leeks, put them in a Tupperware container full of saltwater brine, and you let them brine up for a little while, and that'll make them softer. Then from there, you take garlic butter, and you take one of those brushes, melted garlic butter, you put it all over the leek, then you throw it on the barbecue till it gets like a nice crisp to it. Usually I cook the leeks after I cook the meat so that you got the meat residue on the grill, and then a little bit of it gets into the leek, and you're just like, ooh, it's so good. Extra cheese? Always. Friday, 4 days before the festival. Afternoon, Dirk. Decent rating so far. Got some comments from our subscribers, but we can always do better. We have a slight pro-purist bent, so let's pursue that a little bit harder. We got a few letters from readers, at least if you're curious. If we can make today's issue a bit edgier, you should get some attention. I trust you're a quick learner, so remember the articles at the 3 red clips are where we build our angle, so be consistent. Then, carry on. All right. So, Foodalingus, have you made a reservation? With the festival just 4 days away, most restaurants are already booked up. Here's a few tips for scoring some backdoor seats. Okay, Foodalingus, approved. Although I probably changed that title around ever so slightly. That's just me, though. Call for curfew. Denizen watchdog group Safe City, Safe Home urges Galixian government to increase city security. With growing unrest over the upcoming festival, states publicist Shirley Watson, we must keep our streets safe at night. We need more policing. No need for alarm. The Galixian Freedom Alliance dismissed the need for a stronger curfew. Times may be tough, explains group founder Wilhelm Boudreau. We shouldn't disturb our citizens with additional patrols out on the streets. So the Galixian government needs to increase security with growing unrest over the upcoming festival. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll increase security. I don't know. I live in America, you know, we have shootings like every other day out here. So, like, if I can get increased security and make sure that somebody lives, that's what I'm going to do. Boycott modified sandwiches. Joe's Slap House has introduced Modawich, available only to modified customers. Diligently crafted, explains CEO Parks, designed to easily digest by the modified gut flora. Dietary concern sounds more like an excuse for purist discrimination. Yeah. We'll go ahead and put that in there. We've already gone with the purist bent. The purist minority is pleased with your messages. Keep up the good fight, headliner. Okay. Team of Grinspan, not who you think. Guess what your inquisitive Eric just learned today? Our beloved celebrity might just be a purist. Tima, if those mods are real, show us your modding certificate. I'm going to go ahead and we'll say no on that one. And letters from readers. Learning about the Liaris conflict and all these people fleeing to Galixia scares me. I'm not prejudiced, but I have to work 2 minimum wage jobs just to feed my family. What if one of them is taken away by an immigrant? That's not exactly how that works. Liaris refugees need an asylum. Refugee crisis threatens stability. So, Galixia cannot stand ignorant to the cries of our neighbors. It is time to open our borders and let the impoverished Liarsians find a new home with us. As droves of Liars purists try to cross the border, we must try and stop and think before we let them in. Galixia already struggles with unemployment, and our hospitals are not equipped to treat so many unmodified. We cannot help others. So, if we're being pro-purist, we probably want to go with letting the immigrants in. They're refugees. They're not immigrants. Refugees and immigrants are completely different. I think that refugees definitely get priority access just because they're trying to move under threat of death or pain of destruction or whatever. If we're going with the pro-purist angle, I think that that's the one that we want to go with right there. All right. Let's go ahead and bounce on out, and we'll see what we can get done here. What's the show about? Open mic about having some discriminating sandwiches. Well, at least, there's the security right there. It actually does change the world. No business for purist haters. Ooh, but I took the purist angle. I wonder if I buy a sandwich there, if it's gonna bite me in the ass later. Ooh, can I buy dinner at the grocery store? Or do I have to buy it there? What BS? Where am I gonna get my lunch? Open borders, man, everybody's mad. It's amazing how much we control things, so I can't get dinner from there. Screw it, let's be a giant hypocrite. I'd rather have the public mad at me than my wife, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Unless I can't get in to buy... Oh, I can't get in to buy dinner. There was protesters in the way. We're watching you, headliner. Uh-oh, that sounds a little threatening. We can play Whack-A-Journo. Why is that lady following me? Jesse, I feel good about our marriage rights. Me too. Hopefully we get to keep them. We're going to have to find it. There's only one restaurant in town because... Hey, Dirk, I'm starving. What did you get? Protesters were blocking the store. Damn purists. Can't even have a dinner anymore. I was heckled by a bunch of purist protesters today. Can you believe it? They were hollering at me, apparently. Walk like a modified, whatever that means. Or I walk like a modified. I don't mind them. Yeah, I just kept walking. Dumb kids. By the way, Ember's at her friends. Probably up to no good as always. I worry about her, you know. She's so close to graduating, but all she thinks about is some stupid rally at the festival. Well... You let her express herself. Maybe you're right. Just afraid she might get herself into trouble. I read about the whole anti-purist sandwich scandal. Everybody seems really riled up this year. Can't believe you called to open borders. Well, I mean, we gotta help our neighbors out, you know what I mean? Like, I believe if there was a problem in Mexico or a problem in Canada, they're our neighbors, man. You gotta help them out. Like, you can't just leave your neighbors hanging. You gotta have indelible bonds with your neighbors. When it comes to, like, you know, with geopolitics, like, the people that share a border with you, man, you got to keep things nice and smooth with them. And so I'm a fan of helping my friends and neighbors out. I don't know. It seems like good business. It seems like it won't bite you in the ass. We need to help them. Sure, but inviting them in isn't the only way. We've already got enough problems of our own. Anyways, my point is things are weird right now. I don't think she should go to the festival. It might not be safe. Yeah, she should probably stay home. Thanks for seeing my side. I know I'm a bit paranoid, but I want her to be okay. She needs to focus on graduating. She has her mind set on Oxbox, but we know we can't afford that. Well, I might get a promotion. Really? That might help a bit, but best of luck, hon. I need something to take my mind off of things. Might do some pottery and finish up some festive plates. I'm excited to eat off of them. Thanks, it's nice working on something creative with my hands. Let's eat first. I'm still feeling sick and gotta have stuff in my maw before I pass out. You do have a cute maw. Tee-hee. You gotta learn to flirt, right? You don't let the flirting die just because you're married. That's one thing I've learned as a married guy, is that you gotta stay in there. You gotta keep throwing out the flirts every now and again. It's good for you. Dirk, we're not so hot right now. There's lots of room for improvement. We need a harder angle in the purist and modified debate. Our current stance on the Liaris issue isn't getting us attention either. And don't forget about the promotion. If you can't turn us around, today we've got a little bit of an empty issue, extra space to fill. You got to approve 3 pieces. Here's a little counter to help you keep track. I trust you'll make interesting choices. And the festival is coming, so a bit of sensationalism never hurts. Okay. Vandalism shows need for more security. Purist vermin get out. End modded tyranny graffiti now desecrates numerous Galixian buildings. City officials need to police our streets better and keep this filth from ruining the city's charm right before the festival. That seems like a harmless article. Tima's a purist. So what? Rumors abound questioning Tima's modification status, but the real question is, who cares? She has a beautiful voice. Let her sing. Approved. Done. Say yes to subsidized modification. Imagine a world without measles. A world where even the poor can afford to modify. Vote yes on Prop C22 and support subsidized modification for all. As long as it's opt-in, I'm okay with that. Galixia welcomes Liaris refugees. The public spoke out and the government listened. Our borders will be opened, allowing up to 10,000 Liaris immigrants. Let us extend a friendly hand to the newcomers. Well, there you go. All done. Taken care of. Another day at work, all finished off. Good lord. Oh, there's a robot right there. Oh shit, that guy's got a Molotov. Get him. Smack that fool. Hit him with a baton. Beat that dude down. Catch him. Oh, we've got modded assholes. Coin for a Lear... Ooh, unfortunately, they are, I'm assuming the people in red are Learesians. Modified racist. Help Learesians. Scanning. Halt. What's up, man? Present your papers, denizen. Very well, you may pass. Oh shit, I may have gone a little overboard with the security thing. Security's getting a little brutal out here. Security's getting a little rough. Getting a little rough. Gotta go through checkpoints to get home. Hey, Dirk, did you run into the city guards on the way home? Yeah, what's up with that bullshit? Language. Well, the city needs to be cautious. I guess you're right, it's for the best. I saw a bunch of punk kids yelling around calling the modified folks the oppressors. Also got the Liara's refugees to worry about. Lots of immigrants already coming in. Kind of worried. I think my boss may be looking to replace me. He's been really patient with my health issues, but I think it's straining his business. Well, how you feeling? Not great, little headachy. Stopped by the clinic, though. They won't have the results till tomorrow, but I was reading up and I think it might be modification rejection sickness. That's still incurable, right? Well, we'll deal with it. Yeah, we'll have to, but God, the meds for that are expensive. I don't even want to think about it right now. How are the plates going? Coming along, thanks for asking. At least we have the festival to look forward to. Dirk, can you pick up transgenic tomato tomorrow? Sure. Thanks. Won't be a proper festival dinner without one. Alright, let me peel the eggs and let's eat. And this game is called Headliner. If you wanted to check it out, I got a link for you down below. Thank you for stopping on in, and I will see you all later. If you wanted to see more of this game, don't forget, comments, likes, all that stuff is how I determine whether or not a series comes or goes. And I will see you all when next we meet. Hi to everybody, my name is Splattercat. I cover indie games on the internet every single day. Big titles, small titles, doesn't really matter. If you wanted to see more of some of these games, you can come over to Twitch TV/Splattercat Gaming, and I stream every day from 3 till 6 o'clock Pacific time. And we have a pretty good time. I think it's really worth it. I'll see y'all later. Hi to everybody.